Here at Wascana Country Club today with Tayla Perry, the 2024 Women's Saskatchewan High School Athletic Association champion. Near the putting green at Wascana. Tayla, you've probably spent hours here, I'm going to assume. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about how you got into playing golf?
It started because my parents are into golf, and I just started with doing lessons, but then I took a bit of a break, but then we had the CP Women's Open here, and that really inspired me to start competing, and yeah, it was a really big inspiration for me.
Absolutely. I think many other Saskatchewan ladies would reflect on that experience as well. What do you like about the game?
I like just going out and playing with my family and friends and making new friends. I just love a good challenge and being able to spend time outdoors.
For sure. When did you feel like, okay, pretty good at this, hit it pretty decently, maybe I should play in a couple tournaments? When did that kind of come about?
About when COVID was happening in 2020, I just started doing some MJT mini tour tournaments and drive, chip, and putts.
So what is, obviously tournament golf is much different, right? You have to do things to press yourself a little bit when you're out playing with family or friends, but then tournament golf, obviously every shot counts. What do you like about the tournament aspect? Because obviously you stuck with it, you must enjoy it.
I like having some pressure on me to hit good shots and competing against other really good golfers, and it really just helps improve my game and my mental game.
We kind of talked about, as we go into this year, you've had your U13 champion a couple of years ago for a provincial title, lots of MJT wins as well. What were your goals coming into this season?
My goals were to do well at provincials and make it to nationals and win some MJT tournaments and qualify for MJT nationals.
So you got 2 MJT wins in July, so had a great month of July. I believe it was 4th, maybe 6th in Yorkton. Was that a little disappointing to you? Or you mentioned you're getting nationals. I don't think that came to fruition.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. I didn't play well, but it was okay because I got the opportunity to go to Sask Summer Games, and that was a great experience.
Yeah, and that's one that, once in a lifetime, perhaps. You just got to be the right age when it actually it gets to happen, right? So, obviously, we talked about the gold medal at Good Soil this last weekend. A really great 2 days for you. Was winning that event, was that part of your goals?
It wasn't really a part of my goals, but I really wanted to do well at provincials and just was hoping for a top 3 placement and, yeah, just do well.
So it's a brand new course for you, a long ways, obviously. I think a long ways for everybody that competed, and a great feeling. There's 34 female golfers in there, which is a nice number. What went right for you over the 2 days?
I didn't really have any big blow-up holes. I was very consistent with my shooting, and if I got into trouble, I usually was able to get out of it, and my irons were really good on the weekend.
Yeah, well, those are things that you got to do to win championships for sure. Does it do a lot for your confidence to get that win?
Yeah, it does. I've never really won any provincial title recently, so helped with the confidence a lot.
Don't overlook that U13. Someone's got to win it, even though there was probably only a couple of you, and it seems like so many years ago we've just been watching you develop and grow. So obviously the season's winding down. Did you get it to MJT Nationals? Is that part of the plan over the Remembrance Day weekend?
Yes, it is.
I think that's down in Wigwam, Arizona, or maybe it's in Florida this year. I think they kind of go back and forth. So what are your goals going into that, and how are you going to prepare?
I'm going to prepare by just practicing a lot and getting stronger, and I just hope to play well and hopefully get top 5 at nationals.
And what kind of for the rest of the summer then? You're going to spend some more time down there, because you got to, if you're going to develop at this game and keep getting better, you've got to play all winter too. And I know they have great facilities here at the Wascana to help do that.
I'm not going back down south in the winter at all, but I'd probably just practice here at the simulators and train.
Yeah, for sure. Longer term goals. We talked about this summer, I believe you have another year of juniors, maybe even 2, because I'm not sure how old you are, but, what are kind of your long term goals, and does that culminate with eventually going to school?
Yes, I want to go to university in America and hopefully get a golf scholarship and hopefully another provincial title.
So how old are you now?
15.
Oh, so you still got, 3 years possibly for U19 before you get to college. Is that something that's going to stick with you and drive you, is to get that junior championship for the U19?
Yeah, and make it to nationals on Team Sask.
Do you think that you're going to go to nationals next year already, even if you don't get that U19 title, because you are still young, but obviously you have a chance at that? You think getting to nationals before that, is that maybe even a more realistic goal for you?
Yeah.
Obviously 3 or 4 get to go, right?
Yeah.
Well, you can get this far, all this success without some help, right? I know your parents make sure you get to every event. You play a ton of them, 8 on the OMT Champions Cup, and who knows what else, right? You're busy, but I think there's a lot of thanks for you just to continue to gain the development, just to get out here, when you want to, hey?
Yeah, I want to thank my coach, Jeff Chambers. He's helped me a lot with my game and gaining confidence and helping with my mental game. And I also want to thank my parents because they're always very supportive of me, and I wouldn't be able to go in these tournaments without them.